Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into this week's episode of the Ringing the Bell podcast. This week, we're bringing you a special guest and Belle's tennis senior, Evelyn Demblans-Dechans. How are you, Evelyn?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So, you guys are wrapping up your regular season currently. How has your senior season been so far, and how has the team been?
It's been good. It's been a great year. We have got a great group of girls, and we really like our chances this year. So it's been a fun year.
And you guys have had a really strong conference play. Time we're filming, you guys just beat Kalamazoo for the first time at their indoor facility in program history. What was that like, and how has conference play been for you guys? Because you guys have really been playing well lately.
Yeah, that Kalamazoo match was really great, especially since the last time I played there was my freshman year and I had lost, so it was nice to get a little bit of revenge. But conference play has been really great. We've got Hope tomorrow. We're really looking forward to it. It's been we've had great conference play.
Yeah, and as you're wrapping up your senior season, you're one of the more successful players in program history. I think your win percentage is over 78%, currently one of the highest in program history, if not the highest. What is sort of your mentality when you're going into a match, when you step onto the court for practice or matches, that kind of keeps you involved each day?
I mean, I truly believe when I step out on that court that I can win every single match. So I know that I'm going to go out there and I'm going to fight for every point, but I also have a team to fight for, and so that really adds a lot of motivation and healthy pressure, I would say,
Yeah.
but I really love fighting for this team.
Yeah. And what have you seen change from yourself from your coming in your freshman year in the fall to where you're at now?
I would say probably my ability to be a teammate has improved. I think coming from USTA, that's all individual. So transitioning into playing into a college team, you have to really learn how to be a good teammate, and I think that that's really improved. And I think that that's also really helped me, is having teammates by my side. And like when you're in a really difficult match, it's really easy to get really down on yourself. But when you have 9 or 10 other girls standing on the sidelines really cheering for you, it's a really, really great thing.
Yeah. And especially for tennis, a lot of people don't experience this if they don't play the sport, but when everybody else's matches are finishing up but you're still playing, what's the experience like when your teammates are on the court next to you and you can just hear their energy? How does that keep you going as well?
I mean, I've had matches where that's the only thing that has kept me going, because especially in conference play, when we get into these tight matches where it can come down to the last match or two that are still on the court, it's really hard to, really feel the pressure. But when you have those girls, it's a lot of fun, and you really feed off of their energy.
Yeah, and so you have a bit of a different journey to St. Mary's. You're one of, if not the only one in St. Mary's athletics history, from Montana.
Yeah.
How did you end up at St. Mary's?
Well, I'm Catholic, and my Catholic faith is a really big part of who I am, and so I always knew that I wanted to go to a Catholic school, and so I did my research. I also really wanted to get out of Montana, so I did my research. I found St. Mary's, obviously the Catholic school, and Notre Dame, like that's a big part of it. And so when I went on all my visits, I met with a lot of teams, and there was a lot of, don't want to dog any other teams, but there wasn't that camaraderie and culture that I had found when I visited St. Mary's. And I remember going back home after my visit, and I told my mom, I was like, I'm going to St. Mary's, there's no other school.
And a lot of, especially we've been interviewing a lot of seniors this year, what a lot of them talk about is the personalized acceptance letter that you get. Was there anything with that as well, that like St. Mary's, that stood out to you, that was like, this is where I know that I'm going to be for 4 years? Yeah,
when I very vividly remember getting my letter, actually, because I came home from, I believe, practice, and I was sitting in my car, and you get the big envelope, and you know it's good news. But I opened it up, and I read the letter, and it had included personal details about my personal essay.
Yeah.
And the second I was like, oh, this is a place where they really care about you as an individual.
Yeah. And what was it about the tennis program as well with Dale and what he promotes as a team? As he's been a very successful coach, but what does he promote for his team culture that really helped you choose to be here for them?
I mean, it's very team first, always. he cares about your individual success, but he cares more about the team success, which is a wonderful thing. And that was what really sold me on here was when I came, when I visited other schools, we had gone and done the typical lunch or the dinner thing. And all the girls were kind of just sitting there like on their own. But when I came and did the lunch here, every girl showed up. They were kind. They were willing to talk to me. And that just showed me that he really facilitated a culture where these teammates are friends and you create these friends for life. Like I still talk to girls from my freshman year.
Yeah.
I talked to them all this last week when our senior day. Like, so that's a really, really special thing.
Yeah. And as you wrap up your college career, both athletically and academically, what's next for you after you finish up college?
Yeah, I want to go to law school, preferably. I'm going to go back to Montana for that, get some in-state tuition, but that's my plan is to go to law school.
And then what is it about going back to Montana that, outside of the in-state tuition and being a little bit closer to home, what was it about the programs out there that made you want to go back?
Yeah, I mean, it's got a top 100 law school in the country, so that's what really it is, and the fact that I get to be home. But I also have my cousins are graduating this semester from that law school. I have another cousin still in the law school, so I have a lot of ins and a lot
It's a family affair
Yeah,
out
it's a
there.
family affair, but it's really nice to be surrounded by my family again.
Perfect. Well, Evelyn, as we wrap up our questions portion, we're going to take a quick break for our weekly recap. And we're going to come back, we're going to do some rapid fire questions.
All right.
Welcome into your Belle's Weekly Recap. Starting off, Belle Stunt made their second straight Nationals appearance this past weekend and put up a strong showing, including wins over Centenary, Maryville, and Misericordia, before the Belle season eventually came to an end in a semifinal loss to George Fox. The semifinal appearance marks the highest finish for the Belles at Nationals in program history. Belles Golf took home their third straight MIAA title this past weekend after an incredible performance at the MIAA Championships. This also secured the team's third straight trip to the NCAA Division III National Championships. Belle shot a season-low 299 in round 2 while shooting a program record 606 for a 36-hole tournament. Senior Amanda Melling took home medalist honors on the weekend after shooting a 72-73, while Melling and sophomore Melanie Meyer took home all MIAA first-team honors. Melling's performance also brought MIAA Golfer of the Week honors. The Cross saw their season come to a close after a loss to Adrian in the first round of the MIAA tournament on Saturday. Freshman June McMahon led the team with 2 goals in the game. Sophomore goalkeeper Kaya Seaboy was also named All MIAA second team after a prolific year in goal for the Belles, setting the second most saves in a season in program history with 144. Belle softball split with Alma last week, including a 7-3 win in Game 2. Talia Jorgensen and Isabel Hockmuth led the team with 4 hits on the day, while Aubrey Zachary threw a complete game in Game 2 while striking out 8 batters. Belle Tennis fell in their regular season finale in a hard-fought match with Hope on Saturday, before the Belles picked up a big 4-0 win in the first round of the MIAA tournament over Adrian on Tuesday. Senior Evelyn Demblans-Dechans led the team, going 3-1 on the week. Belle softball closes out their season this week, starting on Wednesday as they host Adrian for their home finale and senior day at 3 p.m. The Belles will then head to Albion on Friday for their season finale. Belles tennis will head to Calvin on Thursday as they take on the Knights in an MIAA tournament semifinals matchup. St. Mary's will host their annual senior awards this Sunday, and you can watch it live here on the St. Mary's Athletics YouTube page. And that was your Belles Weekly Recap. Everyone get started with our rapid fire. Nice, quick, and easy. They don't cost too much trouble.
Okay.
So far, they haven't, at least. But we're going to start off with, what's your favorite spot on campus?
Oh, probably here, Angela. I like being in the gym,
Yeah. What's your favorite restaurant in town?
Oh, I haven't been to a lot of the restaurants. I really like, it's in Elkhart, but it's the Chubby Trout.
Yeah, it's a lot of locals love the Chubby Trout. What's your favorite class that you've been able to take, or favorite professor that you've had?
Oh, my favorite professor is probably Mr. Rogers. He's great, and so I've been lucky to take a couple of his classes.
A lot of student athletes seem, especially some of our teams have professor appreciation nights, and he's always there.
Yeah.
Everybody loves him.
No, he's wonderful.
What is your spirit animal, or if you were an animal, what would you be?
Oh, Good question. I don't know if I've really thought about this. I mean, I've been known to like cows on the team, especially Highland cows. I think they're very cute, so probably that.
I feel like especially the past couple of years,
Yeah.
they've become very popular.
Yeah.
Do you have a match day tradition or ritual that you have to follow?
I mean, I just listen to the same songs before every match. Gets me in the right headspace.
Do you prefer hitting a forehand or a backhand?
Oh, forehand, 100%.
Every day.
No hesitation there.
I'm sure Dale. Happy. Your forehand is very good as well, so I'm pretty sure Dale's happy with that too.
I would hope so.
Do you have a coffee or Starbucks order that you always go to?
It's a iced peach green tea.
It's very good.
Yeah.
It's very relaxing. It's honestly very refreshing and relaxing to have. For some reason, there's just something about it.
Yeah, it's just a nice, on a hot summer day.
Oh,
Yeah.
summer especially. Our last one, what is your dream vacation spot?
I know I'm doing it this summer with my mom and my dad and my sisters, and it's Italy. We're going all around, so that's the dream.
All the way up and down the country?
As much as we can see, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of the Ringing the Bell podcast. Make sure you follow Belle's Athletics on all social media platforms so you can stay up to date with your Bells. Have a great day, everyone.